There was a lot of hype when Jacob Fatu came into WWE. There's a lot of talk, a lot of how talented he is. Was in the independents and made a big splash right away. And he's very much what on an athletic match level, what has been advertised. The only thing, and this is not his fault, but this idea is honestly, he's being booked or his character is being developed like mini Umaga. I mean, this is Umaga again. Like he doesn't really talk. We got to move on for this. I'm kind of over it. Like this was like this stereotypical fire-breathing dragon bad guy. Like we've seen this for like 30 years. Like I'm over it. It's kind of why authors of pain are just whacked. Like no disrespect to them, but they've been like we've seen it. Like that's not a character. Just some dude that needs to go relax and go have a Mai Tai and chill out and just squeeze a ball or something. It just
that can solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, he's just too talented. If you've seen interviews with Jacob Fatu, this guy is like Jimmy and Jay, and like he's a cool guy and likable. Like you have, like he's got. That's why they see so much upside because he's cool and he's super talented, and they're playing away from that. Maybe the long-term goal is to follow the Solo blueprint. That was kind of what Solo was for a while. He barely said anything, and now we've seen his character after a year. And okay, I get it, but damn, like this guy's so talented. Why are you just not playing to that? What are your thoughts on just him making him like this kind of creator player, typical fire breathing bad guy?
Yeah, they have him on the back burner, and they really are booking him this way. It seems, but it's at the expense of Jacob Fatu to not sacrifice Solo. Like honestly, if they were to book Jacob that way, there's really no need for Solo. You know what I mean? Like in ring wise, I'm sorry, Solo, but Jacob eclipses him in pretty much every way in terms of charisma and connection with the fans. Same. It's just like if Jacob Fatu had kind of been developed faster or whatever the case may be in terms of other issues, they may not have needed a Solo Sikoa. Jacob could have filled that role, and that would have been that. And it really does seem like they're trying to, get to it down the road. And, that seems, that really does make a lot of sense. But yeah, no, like the Umaga style, you know what I mean? Like Umaga did the best that he could with it, but he was passe even then. You know what I mean? Like it was a throwback to the days of like Kamala and things like that. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't really fit in the current landscape. You really want more fleshed out, well-rounded characters. And Jacob is absolutely capable of that, and I think that's where the frustration lies with a lot of fans too. Is to your point, people see him in interviews, people saw him in MLW, and they know what he's truly capable of. They know that this is just a portion of what he can bring to the table. People want to see that, and people are anxious to see that. So this might be a case of wait and see. I'm ready to throw the entire thing out with it because there's that hope of this is probably what they're leading towards. It's frustrating that we have to be on this road because they still have to tie things up with Roman. Solo is the leader of the group. That's how he's been presented for years. This is the logical progression of the story, but we know what's happening with Jacob, and we know he can bring a whole lot more to it, and hopefully down the road he gets to show it. Just right now, they're in a dangerous position to where if they keep this up for long, this might be all that the WWE fans see him as. Anybody that didn't see his previous work or don't know what he's capable of may just paint him as this, so when the time comes to present him as such, it may get rejected. It'll be interesting to see how that goes, but yeah, I totally understand the frustration with how he's being booked, especially given his repertoire.